All right. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Divine Truth Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide today. Thank you so much for joining me on this channel. I want you guys to know that I am in a precarious situation with this camera because I need a director for my videos. I need an editor and I need someone to help me figure out how to set things up. So I actually think this is a pretty decent setup. This is my spirulina drink that I have in the mornings before I eat. So you guys are getting to enjoy that in the camera. It looks pretty gross, but it's actually so good for you. Full of plant-based protein. But anyway, I wanted to come on and give you guys a reading today, and hopefully this setup looks as good as it does from my vantage point, from my perspective. It took me about half an hour to set this up, so I think I'm getting the hang of it, but I think I need an extender is what I need for this, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I can do that. As always, if you have any ideas for me, because I really enjoy this top-down video, this angle, please let me know. I don't want to spend a ton of money shooting top-down videos, but this is what I prefer, and this is what I see a lot of people doing for tarot card readings, and theirs look so polished, and for some reason you're seeing, like, you can see like the edge of, you know, a TV there, and it's like, I don't want that. I want this just to be filming the tarot card table itself. So that being said, let me know. And we're going to get started here with our reading. So I've chosen some decks to work with. I've chosen the secret language of animals because I want to find out what animal spirit we are embodying, the feminine and the masculine. I've chosen the Light Seers Tarot. I've chosen the Work Your Light Oracle and the Dark Mirror Oracle. So I'm really being called to look into and study the shadows and the light that the feminine and masculine are embodying at this time. If you're following me over on Patreon, you'll know that there's been a significant shift in the energies. And I go into it in more detail in a video over on Patreon that I posted, I believe it was earlier this week. And I'm going to be posting more videos on that because the dynamic duo of the twins, the divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flames, is shifting. And it's shifting in such a way that the feminine is becoming the pursuer of the 3D world, if you will. She is becoming the pursuer of abundance, and she's really turning her back to the masculine energy, not in a sense that she's giving up or turning away or she's angry, just in the sense that she needs to now focus on the 3D world and the material world, which is what he was doing all last year. And now the masculine is becoming the pursuer of the divine feminine. So many of you guys are feeling that chaser energy from your twin, but you're thinking that it's your energy. You know, I have a personal Instagram account, and every day I see comments from women that it's like they're confused because they're feeling this energy, or men, just divine feminines in general. They're feeling the energy of their twin and they're thinking it's theirs, and they're thinking they've already healed it. So, but anyway, we go into more detail over on Patreon, and we're also a couple days away now from finishing, about 10 days or so away from finishing our March writing challenge. So that's been really phenomenal. And because I enjoy that so much, I'm like 99% sure that at some point in the near future, I'm going to be releasing to the public a writing challenge, for a nominal fee where you'll be able to sign up. I may even do, pay what you can, and I'll be just unleashing that to you guys. And so it's just so healing. Okay, so let's get started. If you guys are wanting a personal reading, I'm pretty booked up now for the month of March, but I'm going to start taking bookings for the month of April 2021, personal readings. And as you guys know, I'm not just a reader, I'm an intuitive guide. I'm a coach, and I can assist you, especially if there is a karmic interference or a karmic partner in your connection, because I have overcome that in my connection. So I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys, and thank you so much, of course, for all of your support here and on Patreon. Let's get started in the card reading portion of this video. So we're going to go ahead and call in the archangels of the highest high, of the highest order. If you please be present for this reading, and please bless this reading with clarity, with truth, with compassion, with energy, and of course with that unconditional love that the twin flames carry in their cells, in their blood, in their genes, in their hearts, and in their souls. And Archangel Michael, please come in, sweep out any negative energies that may be lingering, and please bring in the energies of the highest, and please bless this reading and ensure the protection of myself and all watching, and allow me to be a divine vessel for truth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Aho, amen. So we're going to get started. We're going to actually start with the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to move these just a little bit. So looking into the Light Seers Tarot, what I'm feeling is that we're going to get a card for the overall energies, but I'm feeling the energy of the Lovers pretty intensely. But there is a way to shield yourself from those energies, guys. And I have a phenomenal guest that I'm going to bring on the channel. Her name is Holly. She's medical intuitive, and she is a phenomenal master Reiki healer. So we're going to bring her on. We're going to be doing, it'll be a Zoom call, but it's going to be a live video via Zoom. So we're going to come on and we're going to be able to share our screens and present to you. We're going to just introduce her, and she's going to talk about what is going on in the collective, what is going on with the twins, and she's going to explain to you guys what she does, because she can be a tremendous, phenomenal help to you, as she has been to me and so many others. So 4 cups wanting to come out, and the Queen of Swords. So some powerful energies, and definitely some energies that speak to, it's like the way I see this, guys, is masculine energy, 4 of Cups, feminine energy, Queen of Swords. So feminine, you're in this energy right now of you are focusing on your pentacles. You're focusing on the 3D world, the material world. And there's a cool, calm, detached energy right now to the feminine, which I'm really loving. And it's interesting, because when the masculine's in this energy, it's like, oh, that's okay. That's masculine energy. That's normal. But when the feminine embodies or adopts this energy, it's like she's being a bitch, right? But that's not the case. And that's a misguided interpretation of the Queen of Swords. She's focused on herself and her life right now. And with these flags, I feel like perhaps she's wanting to light her own way, and perhaps she's wanting to explore. She's thinking about, what can I do next? How can I explore? What can I do to really expand my world, expand my understanding of life? Feminines, you're really in this energy of expansion on so many levels. And so a lot of you are really venturing out of the comfort zones that you've been in, some of you for decades, for years, at least for the last, year, for 2020. So I really see you feminines coming into your own and really enjoying life. I mean, it's very simply put, really enjoying life. And so it feels like, in a sense, like I said, you are shutting out or cutting off your masculine, but like in the past, where you may have been reaching out on birthdays, or you may have been reaching out just to say like, hey, thinking of you, or hope you're well. You're even if you're feeling that, you're doing it telepathically, okay? But you're not doing it in the 3D. You're sort of just letting. I just heard sleeping dogs lie. So you're not. It's like, don't wake the beast, don't wake the baby. The masculine is growing. The masculine is evolving, and you sort of know intuitively not to rush their process. And you know that you need to focus on your life and turn your attention inwards. And that's such a beautiful, powerful thing for a feminine energy to do, is to have healed that codependent energy, have healed that energy where you're chasing after somebody or something. Because in spiritual truth, you're never separate from your twin. So there is no need to go chasing the physical masculine or the physical feminine. But in the masculines, I feel like what's going on. I'm going to say this in a very brief statement. There's a lot more to this, but I feel like the masculine is being taught how the feminine felt, okay, last year and even before, those of you who have been on this journey for a long time. So the masculine's now feeling sort of the plight of the feminine, you know, the missing, the pain, the longing of missing the feminine. So the masculine's like, oh, wait a minute, you know, this is what it felt like for my feminine to, like, when I abandoned her, because he's definitely, with this Four of Cups energy, guys, he's definitely feeling sad. He's definitely feeling remorseful. And I feel like he's also feeling like there's a sense of feeling like I deserve the sadness. I deserve not to be with my feminine, which of course is so far from the truth. But he feels like he missed an opportunity, because you can see these 3 empty cups. And she's sort of looking off into the distance, forlorn. And then you see this beautiful cup filled with rainbows, filled with energy, filled with light, filled with possibilities. And she can't see it. It's like he can't see that's a path he hasn't yet traveled on, because he's been so stuck in this energy of, well, you know what? I messed up. I fucked up. I abandoned her. I rejected her. I didn't choose her, and she deserves better. But the feminine's over here just like, la-di-da. I'm just detaching from all of this drama, because there's a lot of drama in the masculine space right now, and she just doesn't want to be a part of it. She's like, I'm so far past that. I've healed that, and I don't need to entangle myself with that dramatic energy. So masculine, go ahead. And it's really important that you shield yourself right now, feminines, because you were once in this energy, but you've recovered, you've healed from that. So now the masculine's in this energy, and you don't need to entangle yourself with his energy. There's a bit of frustration and boredom in the masculine's heart. And that's because he's not with the feminine, to be in all honesty. That's because he's not with his divine partner. And if you guys are in the early stages of union or reunion, understand that can go really slow, right? Those early stages can sort of drag on. It's like, and what you think union is going to look like, your twin rushing in as soon as they leave a karmic partner, your twin rushing in is, you know, if they move to your state or you guys move closer together and you think they're going to rush in, that's probably not how it's going to happen. I'm not saying it can't or it won't happen like that. But I think for the majority of twins, you might have this romantic vision of what it's going to look like, and it's actually going to be very different. And you're still going to be asked to focus on your life. And I'm telling you, and I've been saying this for probably the past year since I started this channel, when the masculine comes in, it's going to be a complete surprise to the feminine. It's going to be like, wait, holy, what? Wait, you're going to be going about your day. You're going to be, you know, in your sort of 3D world, focusing on your pentacles, focusing on, you know, your work, your clients. And they're showing me a feminine driving. So I feel like you're going to be traveling somewhere. You might even be on a vacation with friends, or maybe, you know, if you have a partner, but something is going to be, or with family, but something's going to happen. And there's a lot of shifts expected starting April, starting next month, which is right around the corner. And for those of you who have masculines who have birthdays or significant milestones next month, expect the unexpected is what I'm hearing. Really expect the unexpected. And they're actually telling me to pull out the Queen of Moon Oracle, because there is an unexpected, like expect the unexpected card. So I'm curious to see if that will come out. And if that comes out, that's just further validation. So hopefully I'll remember to pull that out before the end of the reading. So understand that the masculine's going through a lot of introspection at this time, still doesn't feel quite worthy. And the feminine's like, dude, whatever. Like, I love you. And of course I want to be with you. You're my divine counterpart, but whatever to that drama, because she's no longer catering to his needs. She's catering to her own needs. Okay. She's letting him work it out. She's letting him figure out how he can climb out of this cave of his own heart. It's not her responsibility, and she knows that. She's no longer the Florence Nightingale trying to save all the wounded birds, okay? The Hermit, yeah. This is not the feminine's energy, by the way. The Hermit is very much the masculine's energy. So, like I said, guys, a lot of you might have had the masculines come out, say hello, update you on their 3D life, and then go back into isolation in hermit mode. But they're learning, they're growing, they're thinking, their light is expanding, so they're climbing the steps of ascension. So it's actually a beautiful, beautiful sacred pause that they're taking. It's intentional. It's intentional because their higher self is leading the way. Tell me more about the feminine's energy. Wow, Ten of Swords. Wow, Queen of Swords and Ten of Swords. Okay, feminines, you're closing out a chapter. You're closing out a chapter of longing. You're closing out a chapter of thinking that the only thing that's ever going to fulfill you is your masculine, being with your masculine, having union. You're so focused on your inner union right now, and you're so focused on your goals. You're just focused on your life. Many of you are taking up new hobbies. If you guys check out my community page, I share pictures and I share little tidbits of my life on there. And I recently bought a pair of roller skates. So I'm going back, circa 1983, actually more like 1990. But I'm bringing out, I'm nurturing the inner child, and I'm so excited I could squeal, and I cannot wait. They're turquoise and pink. They're like bubblegum colors, and I cannot wait to take them out. Unfortunately, I had to return them for a different size. So I'll get them hopefully in the next week or so, but I'm so excited to take them outside, to take them to the park, to find other people who are roller skating, and to express myself. And so, yes, I'm walking away from that cycle. We are walking away from that cycle of longing, of pining, that haunting energy where you're haunted by your masculine, but now they're in that energy of contemplation, introspection. Very different energies here. The masculine's in the energy of realization of who you are and what this is, and the feminine's in the energy of like, dude, I gotta go. Like, that was a painful chapter. That was a painful year. That was extremely hard on me physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And now I'm ready to start anew. And I've never noticed this in this card before, but the birds are pointing her in the direction of her true north. And she's also barefoot, which tells me she doesn't have her running shoes on anymore. So she's no longer running from herself. She's actually very grounded, very stable. Stable footing is what they're showing me. And this is why it's going to be so surprising when the masculine comes back in, because he is going to come back in. And many of you are feeling this. If you haven't seen any action in the 3D, you're feeling it, you know it intuitively. Trust that intuitive feeling, but don't let that deter you guys. Don't let that distract you. Stay in that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Wow. Stay in that Queen of energy, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of her own world, Queen of abundance. This is the Queen of Abundance. Look at this. She's like, I don't have any need for any drama. I shut my eyes to that. I don't have any need for that. I don't have any desire for that. You've got two queens in your space and your energy, feminines. Two queens rounding out your energy. This is very significant, very strong, very powerful. And then you've got the Strength card. So you're the physical embodiment of strength at this time. So you should be feeling really powerful and really strong. And for those of you that are like, wait, Sarah, I'm still longing, I'm still pining, I'm still like, I'm confused, I don't feel strong, I feel exhausted, I feel sad, I feel disappointed. Really tap into that and ask yourself, talk to your guides, talk to your higher self, go into a meditation. Is this my energy? Because I'm going to say for like 85% of you, maybe even 88% they're giving me, that is not your energy. That is your twin's energy, and you need to detach from that energy. You need to put up some, Holly can actually work on that. I can as well if you choose to do a Reiki healing session with me, but Holly is very advanced with that and being able to protect you from your masculine's energy, okay? I actually worked with her earlier this week, and it significantly shifted my energy. I was like feeling his pining energy. I was feeling his pain, and she shielded me from that because he needs to go through that and experience that. I don't need to be drugged down or brought through that again. I've already experienced that on my journey. And it's like, it's their turn to feel that. Not that this is punishment. It's not. That's not what this is. Karma is not punishment. Karma is lessons. It's learning. It's understanding. Okay, so they're achieving a depth of understanding. Feminines, all your wishes are coming true. You've got the Star card. All of your wishes are literally right around the corner. Okay, so if something hasn't manifested that, just understand that it's in the process of manifesting. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud to be part of this collective. What a time to be alive. What a time. Wow. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, my God, guys. Oh, I think I need to call this reading the best reading ever. That's not a marketing ploy. This is incredible. Okay, let me just shift over the crystals. I brought out all of the crystals. All right, I brought out all, like most of them, not all of them. Okay, guys. Wow. So, okay, these are some incredible cards. The Sun, which is the most, I don't even like the word positive, right? Because you're like, I don't want to be positive. Like, I want to be real. Like, I'm a realist. I'm an indigo. I'm an indigo soul, an indigo child. But this is just, I mean, you've got the Star and the Sun card, guys. Holy balls. Holy fireballs. You've got the Sun. I mean, look at the energy here. Look at the light. Look at that. Just I want you guys to just tune into this vibration. Please just tune into the vibration of these two cards. Have a look at them. Take a few deep breaths, and I want you to tune. And then you should be feeling a shift in your solar plexus, in your center and seat of personal power, your personal sun. Feeling a shift maybe in your crown chakra, your star chakra. Feeling a shift in your heart, okay? I mean, all of your wishes are coming true. Everything is happening for you. Nothing has happened to you, feminines. This is important. Write this down. Everything has happened for me. There's nothing that's, oh, I knew that was going to happen. There is nothing that's happening to you. It's like the phone is too heavy for this. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. Remind yourself that's an affirmation. That should be part of your meditation, especially if you're struggling with this journey and you feel like this is punishment. Why me? Nothing is happening for you. Or to you. It's all happening for you. Every single last bit of it. Okay. The King of Pentacles is coming up here as an aspiration by your divine masculine. Look at this though. I want you guys, we have two couples here, okay? Because I'm going to show you guys the other two cards. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles showing up in this reading. Union energy, guys. The unions are coming to fruition. The unions are happening, even if you can't see them yet. This is the Queen and King of the material world. This means that these unions are happening. We're transcending time and space, and they're happening, and they're coming in at this time. Why? They're coming in to shift things. They're coming in to shift the perception of the world. Okay, so as the Queen stands in her power, the King is coming in as her counterpart saying, I want a part of this. I want a chunk of this. I want a piece of this. I want a piece of you. I want a piece of this. Like, he no longer wants to stand in this energy of like, I'm just going to be over here, like doing my own thing. I'm going to leave you. No. So as he feels the feminine walk away, as he feels her close out cycles, guess what he's going to do? He's going to come rushing in because he can't have that. I can't have that. I can't have my queen walking away. I can't have my queen finding somebody else. I can't have my queen searching for another king. This is my turf and my territory. So a lot of these masculines are going to become very jealous right now, very possessive. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. Like, that is my queen. Look at the happiness and joy. Like, there's an air of freedom and lightness in both of these, and this connection, right? And these counterparts. This is a divinely blessed connection. But look at this, guys. I mean, like, drops the mic. I have a small mic. It's not going to be, I want dramatic effect. I don't have a big mic. It's going to be ding. Queen of Cups and King of Cups. They came out together, okay? Whereas these came out separate. So what I feel like is in your heart space, hear me out, guys. Pause this and rewind this if you need to a couple times. This is important. The Queen and King of Cups are surrendering, okay? In your heart space, you've already chosen each other. In your heart space, you've chosen him, he's chosen you. It's going to take a little while longer to manifest or come to fruition in the physical world. That does not mean it's not happening. I'm really tired of seeing comments or seeing readers out there focusing on the karmic, focusing on black magic and all this bullshit, and focusing on the negativity. Don't bring that shit into your connection. Why? I want you guys to understand there's a reason for this connection. And this connection is rooted in divine, unconditional love. It's rooted in divinity. It's rooted in the higher realms. This is a higher connection. It's like that song, bring me a higher love. Bring me higher love. I forget who sings that. Steve Winwood, maybe? I don't know if that's right. But it's that. And there's a remake of that song, which is brilliant, which is so fantastic. And I could listen to it over and over. And understand that that's what is going on. So in the heart space, you've already chosen each other. Look, she's crowning herself. She's like, but her king is also crowning her. Now, sometimes with the Queen of Cups, she can be a little, there can be a codependent energy. And sometimes with the King of Cups, he can be a little detached. So that's why I feel like it might take a little more time for this to manifest in the physical, because the Queen showed up first. Like, she's ready. And this is how I understand this connection, is the Queen is going to be grounded, centered, manifesting her abundance, literally living her best life. I mean, she's just surrounding herself with hobbies, with friends, with things that make her happy, getting her life just really ironed out and bringing in the fun, bringing in the joy again back into her life after a really tough year in 2020 of, again, being in that longing energy. And the King is going to be magnetized to her. The more feminines, this is the irony of this connection, the more you focus on yourself and less on them, what they're doing, especially don't ever focus on the karmic partner. Just don't, because that gives them clout and weight. And in spiritual truth, that's an illusion, okay? That connection is an illusion. The more you focus and go inward, and this is exactly what the Queen of Pentacles is doing, her eyes are closed, she's focusing inward on herself, not on him. And he is focused on his abundance and his joy, and he's freed himself. So this king that's coming through, this is a king who's freeing himself or has already freed himself from karmic contracts. Okay, divorces, walking away, starting over, starting fresh. This is a king who is very relaxed, who's also reestablished some sense of normalcy, not normalcy, that's not the right word, but some sense of financial balance or abundance, okay, stability. And both are doing well in their own right, and that's when you can come together as this power couple. So in your heart space, feminines, close out, if you need to, remember, 10 of Swords, close out any remaining cycles of codependency that want to pop up here. That's your Queen of Cups energy, but also keep your heart open. And they're both wearing red, so they're both really focused on the love. So in your heart spaces, you're focused on the love. And the masculine is over here. It's like he's honing his gifts and his skills. He's learning that he can connect in a deeper way to spirituality, to his truth, to the truth of this connection, to why he's here. I am telling you guys, the masculines are diving deep spiritually. The masculines are getting card readings. The masculines are, they're taking, sound healing classes. They're going into yoga. They're doing things they never thought they'd do. And it's because of the connection to the feminine. I mean, give yourself, some props, feminines, give yourself some credit, because that is exactly what's going on. Is your influence has caused the masculine to have no choice but to go within themselves. So if the masculine appears detached at this time, the Hermit energy, the King of Cups, it's not because, first of all, don't take it personally. That's like the golden rule in this connection. And secondly, if that's what's going on, continue to focus on yourself. Heal any remaining fragments that are attaching you to codependency, to anyone or anything, not just this connection, anyone or anything. I need this. No, you need yourself. Yeah, trust your path is coming up. I feel like this is more for the masculine energy. They have to trust their path blindly, and that's, what the feminine has already learned to do, and that's what the masculine's learning to do. And I feel like that's deeply connected to this King of Cups energy, is like, trust your path, trust your heart, masculines. It's like, how has that worked for you, masculines, to not trust your heart and to be in this energy of like self-deceit, to be in this energy where you expected things. The masculines for a long time were in this energy of expecting failure and expecting things not to work out and expecting, like, of course the feminine walked away from me because I'm not worthy. That is complete bullshit and nonsense. So if you're a masculine watching, it's time to work on your self-worth. Your feminine loves you. She adores you just as you adore her. She wants to be with you. She's in this energy of detachment, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't love you or want to be with you. or knows that you'll end up together. This is what needs to happen for the growth of this connection, for the growth of you, for the growth of her. So honor her in this space instead of, clinging to her. What can you do to work on your own self-worth and realize that you're so worthy and deserving of this woman or of this man or of this connection, okay? And then this is also for the masculines. Don't dim dividend. So for eons and eons, the masculines have really just done what they were told to do, what they were expected to do. They're supposed to get married and have kids, so they did it. They were supposed to make a lot of money, so they did that. And this has not made them happy. This has not brought them true happiness and joy. In fact, it's done the opposite. It's pulled them further away from their true selves. It's pulled them further away from the feminine. It's pulled them further away from joy and from true abundance. And monetary, financial abundance, as they've learned, can go away in a heartbeat, okay? As many of them, lost their jobs last year with the pandemic, as many of them had to walk away from high-paying corporate jobs, as many of them were demoted, as many of them were let go or fired, and many of them have had to start over. They've had to sell houses. They've had to reorganize their lives financially. They've had to pay child support. Whatever this is, they've realized that life that I created was false. It was based on a false set of truths. It was based on illusion, and that wasn't ever who I really was. I was lying to myself. So I think there's a lot of self-hatred that they're healing right now. So if you're a masculine watching, the feminine has had to heal this as well in the past. That feeling of like, I chose, and for a lot of the feminines, it's the energy of I chose partners that didn't respect me. I chose partners that were not available to me. And for the female divine feminines, and perhaps for the male divine feminines as well, you chose partners that used you sexually. And so there's this healing energy of where the masculines were used for their money, and they're realizing this, that in those karmic relationships they were used for their money. It was never love. It was just they provided stability, and that was their role. And there was an absence of true connection, an absence of true devotion, an absence of true... It's funny because there may have been a marriage contract, but there was an absence of true devotion to each other, to that person and that person to them. It was never actually real. It was never real. What they experienced with the feminine was real, no matter how short your contact was, no matter if you got to meet up in person once or twice or 500 times, your connection was more real, deeper, and more profound than for some of them a decades-long marriage ever was and ever was going to be. For the feminine energy, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus. She's oftentimes not spoken about. She's sort of like this hidden entity, if you will, but she has this beautiful energy and she's blessing the feminine. So the feminines are feeling a lot of energy from feminine, the mother, the great mother energy is coming through, and she's assisting with the divine plan. She's assisting with laying the foundations for the feminines. She's helping you, so you can call on Anna, grandmother of Jesus, to help you lay the foundations of your life and lay the foundations of this connection, and continue to really just plant the seeds, continue to honor yourself, feminine. Continue to just really, truly, purely enjoy this process, because it's you meeting you, truly you meeting you. So we're going to finish up the reading here. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Interesting. So for the masculines, we have salmon, faith, determination, independence, change. Exactly what the masculines are embracing at this time. Masculine energy, embracing change, embracing freedom, embracing their independence, that Nine of Pentacles energy, but regaining their faith. It's really right now the masculines may be struggling for faith. Like we've talked about, for lack of self-worth, lack of self-respect, where they've betrayed themselves in the past, where they haven't given themselves enough credit, where, they've convinced themselves, oh, my feminine deserves better. That's not true. Nobody could ever love her better than you, divine masculine. And the determination to see this through, the determination to not give up is what I'm hearing. Never give up, masculines. There is no giving up. If you give up on this connection, you're giving up on yourself. And why would you ever want to give up on yourself? What a lonely, miserable life that would be, to give up on yourself. Feminine's lion. So feminine's got the strength card, which is the strength of the lion. And here's the lion coming out again. So there's a ferocity. There's a ferociousness coming out in the feminine energy right now. And remember, this is your masculine and feminine within as well. So the masculine's having more faith, and the feminine energy is really bringing in the power. So the power is being brought into these connections. This is also loyalty to self, loyalty to those people who have really stood by your side throughout this process, to other divine feminines, friends, maybe even some 3D friends and family members, and seeing a lot of children coming out, because Leo the lion sits in the 5th house, okay, according to astrology. And the 5th house is all about, it's children, it's joy, it's love, it's that unconditional love, it's laughter. It is also abundance and magic, okay? It's a beautiful house. It's a beautiful energy. So now if you've been attracted to Leos, now you know why. It's a beautiful energy. I love the Leo energy. It can be a bit audacious. It can be a bit show-offy, but the positive attributes of Leo, I feel, far outweigh any negative attributes, as long as, you know, you've done the shadow work, and that goes with any sign. But 5th house energy, one of my favorites. I actually have is it a stellium in the 5th house? I have a lot of planets in the 5th house, which is really awesome. So you know, when that energy is turned up, you feel dynamic. You're meant to be on stage, you're meant to be putting on a show, so to speak, to the world. So anybody who has strong Leo influences, which I feel like is a lot of you, or you're masculine, understand that this is your destiny. This is your path. And devotion to family, right? And surrounding yourself. Again, if you can't surround yourself with kids, or if you don't have children, or that's just not part of your story right now, this is about your inner child. This is about bringing out the inner child. And like I said, bring in something like I've brought in roller skating recently. I'm going to go roller skate, and there's like a DJ that plays here. It's like a 45-minute drive, but I'm dragging all my friends down there, and we're going to go roller skate and DJ, and I'm going to get some glow in the dark wheels for my skates. And it's like, just enjoy the moment, feminines. No worrying about the future, feminines and masculines. Have the faith, persevere, masculines, and feminines, power and loyalty. You know your loyalty is to yourself at this time. Your loyalty is to this connection. First and foremost, though, it's to yourself. Not being called to tap into the dark mirror energies. There's really no need for that. This was an extremely powerful reading. Guys, please give this video a like, and please share. Please, please, please. It helps people. It helps reach the people who need to hear this message. It helps the channel grow. My channel's been a little stagnant, but that's also because I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. I haven't been uploading as much as I would, so I know that's part of it. And YouTube just does some weird things where they just like delete people. It's like, it's weird because if I go a while without uploading and then I upload a new video, instead of increasing subscribers, it goes down by like 20. So, and I've heard of this happening with other channels too. So it's, I guess they're getting rid of the bots or the accounts that aren't real. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you could assist and support the channel in that way, it takes 5 seconds. I would greatly appreciate that. Share it on your social media, please. Share it with friends, or email, or message someone or whatever. That's really fantastic. Have a beautiful day, guys. I'm gonna hop over to Patreon. I'm gonna be doing a live over there later today. And I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Many blessings, divine blessings. See you soon. See if this remote control works. Nope. Supposed to turn off.